open. We are going to check browser channel, right? So let's check browser channel MD and docs. And I haven't prepared much, to be honest, for this stream. So whatever we will do, it will be on the fly, and we can just tinker with it, play with it, and get to know this how it works actually. The idea is, I heard, I'm using this lower third animation plugin, right? In OBS itself. So I saw its code. They're using broadcast channel, and that broadcast channel is actually used to communicate between tabs, right? So if I have browser and I want to communicate from tab A to tab B, or window A to window B, so it actually helps. So today we are going to explore. Today we are going to explore that only. So how we can do it. So I've opened MDN docs. Let's see what it is. So MDN docs says the broadcast channel API. The broadcast channel API allows basic communication between browsing contexts. Browsing context, that is windows, tabs, frames, or iframes, and works only on the same origin. So origin should be same, then only it works. Okay. This feature is available in web workers. This feature is available in web workers. What is the meaning of this? I know service workers. So what is web worker? Web workers makes it possible to run the script operation in background thread separate from the main execution thread of the web application. Okay. The advantage of this is that laborious processing can be performed in a separate thread, allowing the main thread, usually the UI thread, to run without being blocked or slowed down. Okay. Okay. So that means this browser channel API uh, will be working as a it is available as a web worker, so that it cannot it is independent to the main thread. That's in a simple words. By creating a broadcast channel object, you can receive any message that are posted to it. You don't have to maintain a reference to the frames or workers you wish to communicate with. They can subscribe to particular channel by constructing their own browser channel with same name and have bi-directional communication between all of them. Okay, they can subscribe to the particular channel by constructing their own broadcast channel with the same name. Okay, and have bi-directional communication between all of them. Okay, so this is broadcast channel. Post message context one, and this is new window. Okay, here it sends, here it receives, here also it can receive. All the browsing contexts are of the same origin. Okay. So creating a client. So we need a client or interface, right, to connect or use this API. So creating or joining a channel. So if you want to create a channel, we can just initialize this object with given name. A client joins the browser channel by creating a browser channel, a broadcast channel object. Its constructor takes one single parameter, the name of the channel itself. That's it. If it is the first to connect to the browser channel, broadcast channel name, the underlying channel is created. Okay. So if it is the first one, then it will instead of connecting, it will create the new one. Basically because it doesn't exist. That makes sense. And then we can send messages like this using the post message method. It is enough to call post message method on the created broadcast channel object, which takes any object as an argument as a single string. Okay, it can take any argument. Okay, For example, here we are passing just a string. Data sent to the channel is serialized using the structured clone algorithm. We'll check this probably later. Structured clone algorithm. That means you can send a broad variety of data objects safely without having to serialize them yourself. Okay. The API doesn't associate any semantics to messages. So it is up to the code to know what kind of messages to expect. And so it is up to the code to know, okay, what kind of messages to expect and what to do with them. Okay. How do we receive it? So on message, we can do that. Uh, it, it simply has the event, and then we're just doing console log on the event, disconnecting. Pretty simple. Conclusion: the broadcast channel API itself, its self-contained interface allows cross-context communication. It can be used to detect user actions in other tabs within the same origin, like when the user logs in or logs out. Okay. Wow. Okay. That can be useful. So whenever, like, imagine we have two tabs, right? Here I'm logged in. Here also I'm logged in. But now on this tab, I clicked on logout. So uh, this tab can listen to that event, right? And then if that user logged out, right? So then this page can be also refreshed and uh, yeah. So that this information can also be refreshed. This page can be also refreshed. Pretty good use case. Then where we were? Okay, yeah, here. So the messaging protocol is not defined, and the different browsing contexts need to implement it themselves. There is no negotiation or no requirement from the specification. Okay. So looks like we have pretty good browser compatibility. Uh, Internet Explorer. Okay. Deno. Okay. In on Deno 1.11 we don't have it, but Node.js we have it. Node.js we it is available. Okay. A problem with this documentation? I don't have any problem with it. So let's try to check it, right? Let's try to run this and see if we are able to make it work. Maybe what I'll do is, because we are on the same origin, I'll create a new channel, right? Let's see if this works or not. I'll clear it out and I'll say it's a test channel. So it is BC here. Now we will post this message, right? And to receive it, I might have to do it here in this terminal. BC is okay. Let's go here. Now we go to this one. How? How it is going to receive on the different tab? Do I have to make it available, this BC object to globally? Let's make it. This BC should be already available, right? So if I refresh this page, if I do BC, now it goes to broadcast channel. BC is not defined here. BC is not defined here. So if I do it this way, and now if I do it BC, BC is again not defined. Is it because I'm adding that space? No. How to make it work? This is browser broadcast channel I have created on one tab, right? This should be this should be available in the second tab as well, right? and we already have it. So do I have to execute it on the page load? Do I have to execute it on page load and then only I can push it? So let's try it. What I'll do is not this one. I'll go to scratch files, right? Do I have anything? I have x.js. So let's remove this and create a new file, index.html. Let's open it, index.html. Now I don't need this stuff. I don't want to focus on this stuff. Right? Then we have this script tag where what I'll do is I'll copy this part. I'll copy it and paste it here. So every time this is not needed. So every time this page gets loaded, it will listen to this and then it will also have this event listener, right, attached. And then what we can do is uh, we can okay, wanna become famous, buy followers, primes, and viewers on mountviewers.com. No, bro, I'm just practicing something. Yeah, first chat. But thank you. Yeah, I will check that website. Okay, so let's open it. Let's open this browser short page. Now we should have this BC object, right? Okay, BC, I do have access to that. Post message. I'll just call it out. Oh, did you saw it? So from this tab, if I execute this, this is a test message, right? Now here it gets this message where I have this data key. So this data key I can check. But before checking this data, actually, we can pass anything right here. So what I'll do is this key, this data key is fine. We can pass any information. Let's see what are other things there. So bubbles is false. So it might be related to event bubbling. So cancel bubble, cancel label, composed, current target. Then this is the channel information. This is the handler we have on message event. It is firing. This is the data, paths, ports, channel, the timestamp, the message type. Okay, so seems like for now, for now we only have this information which is important. So what I'll do is I'll quickly open our PDE and my favorite IDE, or I used to call it PDE because it's my personal development environment. So I can have this information like this, and so then I can go to browser. I can refresh this page. Uh, did I add it? Okay, I have refreshed it here. Let's refresh it here as well. Uh, did I put any debugger points there? Okay, and now instead of let's make it, I hope you guys can see it, right? So I'll make it a little bit bigger. Hello, hello from tab 1. So if I, so you see here, we don't have anything. So if I run it, so you see hello from tab one. The spelling is wrong. Okay, I typed it wrong. Okay. So this is how this browser like this is the browser API, so it's part of browser functionality only. So this is how that broadcast channel works, right? Uh, there are like it's a small what we say. Let's say if you want to interact on the client side only, right? Then it is actually I think helpful. I'm just thinking that it can it be like replaced with WebSockets because WebSockets are quite powerful. I've used it in my past experiences. So will it make will it make any difference or like will it make any improvement there? Or can I just simply replace it, right? Can I just simply replace it with what happened? What just happened? Okay, can I just simply replace it with WebSockets? So what we will do is maybe uh, let's check broadcast channel versus WebSockets. Sockets. Mm, okay, so someone is using all three like shared workers, broadcast channels, and WebSockets all together. So it might be a thing that which people can do. But in my past experience, I've just used WebSocket, so it was helpful for like just live interactions. Like for example, if you are voting something, like you will see live like live feedback. The user will get live feedback, right? So for example, if we click on Instagram like or Twitter like, right? So whenever we like it, so then that count increases, and uh, it is in real time in nature, right? So everyone sees it, right? At the exact same time. Okay. I'm thinking like what if I instead of like when I send this message, right? So there are some listeners, right? So we have this listener, right? So on this listener side, instead of logging the data, what I'll do is I'll just call API, okay, and then in the background I can just based on this API call and information I receive, I can do I can just take some actions there, right? That could be also one possibility. Uh, is it a simple version of WebSockets? Because I see it's kind of a same. Oh, now I understood. Okay, so broadcast channel only works for the tabs, right? So from the same browser we can just communicate. But with WebSockets we can communicate with other tabs as well. Like for example, another user is like liking it, right? Liking, clicking on like button. Then this information gets passed to the server. Then server fires one event, and that event gets listened on the client side of the other browsers, other users, and then based on that, it gets populated. So it's a uh, front end to back end, and then back end to front end. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. And the broadcast channel is for us within two tabs, so it doesn't have any server side involved, at least for now. Uh, by calling that API, I think we can do it. but not sure. Not sure. Uh, we can do it, but not sure because I'm not finding any right reasons to use it for that use case. That's why I'm not sure. Okay, so this is it. So this is this browser broadcast channel API. Uh, there is one cool thing I have got to know about this open redirects. Right, it's a security vulnerability which has uh, like from this redirects, hackers can do like a lot of phishing and all this stuff, right? So the next topic, I think I'll pick that one, and we will try to create something which will just demonstrate this vulnerability, and we will try to figure out like if there are any good solutions which we can use and apply, right? So that also we can do. Also, before wrapping, please subscribe. Uh, if you're watching on Twitch, please subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. It will help me. And also, these comments are really helpful. Please add comments, and then please share your thoughts of like how you found this video. Was it helpful? Anything I can improve, or anything you want me to talk about? In this channel, I'll be talking about all the developer related things, and mostly web development. Uh, I am a full stack developer, so I know front end, back end as well. So if there is any interesting topic, so I'll probably talk about back end as well. So there is no blocking thing here. We can talk about back end, front end. Yep. Uh, Anything which is interesting to us regarding the developer life. And also, I'm going to plan one series where I'll be showing like how I use my development environment and development machine. So that is going to be really interesting. So please subscribe and share your thoughts. Yeah. So see you again. Yep. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.